tonight. Reece Walsh gets the Broncos and Roosters underway. What a way to start Thursday night footy on 9 for 2025. And look at this. Aggressive defence by Brisbane. Four-man in with the first tackle, which has forced an error out of Lindsay Collins.
Easy.
They came rushing out of the line. That was Shibasaki. So a chance for Toya. The 20-year-old first gamer linking with Dominic Young. Down the touchline, the loping strides of Dom Young will yield the first try. Corey Pakes working with Ben Hunt. Space for Jesse Arthurs. And support on the inside for Gemmet Shibasaki to score. No thanks. I'll keep him. What a ball! Haas to Pakes. And the man playing his first NRL game since round 27, 2023 is on the board. Headley and Carrigan short pass and simple put down for another of the journeymen and Jack Kajeski. Willison from close range. Ball comes free.
James.
So once again, the ball playing.
He was offside as the call. They rush Reynolds, so he goes through the hands, a kick over the top. Reynolds chasing, throws it straight on the boot. There's there's three kicks in a row, and a Cobbo pick up and put down. Unbelievable. And Brisbane hunting more points. Reynolds has been good. He's had it all going tonight, and he throws a kick in behind them, and they come through again. Mariner missed it. Cobbo got there.
I think he misses it here and grounds it there. Coming in a tackle 4.
Again they rush the kicker, and again they go through the hands. Mariner, he's blisteringly fast if he gets into open space. One-handed speculator. Back to Billy Walters, who's out there. It comes to Ben Hunt. It's out to Shibasaki. Now Jesse Arthurs. Oh, he tried to trip him. They keep it alive and they'll score anyway. Ben Hunt back in a Broncos jersey as a try scorer.
Well, they're away again.
Oh, there's space everywhere. Arthurs, he's got to link in with Walsh, and it's all over. Walsh gets on the board in round 1, and I wonder how many more tries there are to come for 2025. Watson slipping the pass to Focchetti, 5 metres away. Dr. Clay playing short to Sandon Smith, who's crashed over. Now Haas for round 2. Gets the better of Siwa Wong. Flicks off Dr. Clay, beats Lindsay Collins, goes to Reece Walsh, out to Mariner, the in and away, Cobbo for a third. Oh, great tackle. Sandon Smith.
What a tackle.
He was destined to score there.
He's had a crack, Sandon Smith.
Reynolds with a kick, it's tapped back to Billy Walters, and Arthurs will have too much toe. My goodness, they've scored some stunning tries tonight.
What a pass from Billy Walters.
15 away. Reynolds now linking with Walsh. Away to Mariner. Cobbo for 3. Spears his way over. And there's the half century on day 1 of the season for Brisbane. Tedesco running pretty much 1 out.
Can't flop in. Play on.
No, it's a sin bin.
James. He's going to the bin, mate.
Robert Toya, catch and pass. Young.
Robert, what did you say to the players after that?
I gave him a big rap for effort. I thought it was, thought our physicality and our effort was really, really high. I was really proud of him for that. And I thought our smarts was really, really low. We got beaten a lot on, just on, so there's some, our tackling for the most part, fourth tackle in the first half was an issue, tackling. We fixed that up in the second half, and then we got beaten on short sides, numbers, and we got beaten on last play chaos as well. So it's hard to separate. You get beaten by 50 points and you're really disappointed. But I thought everybody, worked really, really hard for each other. But our smarts were at a really low standard, and we got found out many times. Smarts and chaos, D, that was where it was at.
Is smarts an experience thing? Like, what do you put that down to?
Yeah. I said to him, when your heart rate's at 160, 170, you got to get it there by making effort, and I thought it was. And then you also got to think clearly, and sometimes pressure and then pull back and then move on to another player and then connect up with the guys around you to solve that. And we would work really hard and then race out and then leave an overlap there with 3 or 4 players, and then that guy ended up being isolated, and then it just ended up being really loose. So you got to make sure you separate it. Like, really, guys work really hard for each other tonight. I saw that. So I was really proud of them for that. But then this is the NRL. It's not, you have to make really good decisions under pressure and at different times. And if someone comes up with an option to stop that, they'll come up with a second option or a third option, and that's what those guys did, and you have to adapt to that. And we could do one of them with high effort, and then we couldn't adapt to the second option or the third option tonight. And yeah, that was the story of the game.
Talk about the lack of experience. A new guy in the NRL, Robert Toyer. It only took him a few minutes to show what he can do. Sets up another try late in the game.
Yep.
I know it's still new and defensively he's getting used, but what did you make of his performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought Rob and the other two debutants were outstanding. I think that showed Rob. I thought his ability to work, he really worked hard defensively, moved well, got in on tackles where most of them would run back. He set that up really well, and then when he touches the ball, some things happen. I'd like to double his touches. If we had more ball, if we could get more ball to him than what we did in a little bit of space, you can see that he's going to create some opportunities.
Pretty ugly scenes early on with Victor. How is he? Yeah,
he's concussed, and he's okay in the sheds there. But it's still, you don't want those things to happen. Like, it's pretty key to our team and the way that we run things, and to lose him quite early was tough.
It's pretty scary. You're involved, obviously, Teddy. It felt quite deflating, like fast start, and then when he comes on.
Yeah, I think I got him right in the head, so that's probably I think it was on me. But I was really happy with how he started. There was a lot of energy. Our defence was on. Rads was steering the ship really well, and then obviously when he went down, we had a lot of inexperience on the bench, but I thought the boys went hard. But as Robbo said, we probably just got outplayed, outsmarted, and Payne Haas was and Paddy Carrigan were laying the platform for him, and then Reynolds and Hunt and Welsh took over. It was they just had a lot of time and space and momentum, so it was hard to stop after that. But I was really happy with how we started. I thought we were on top for a period, and then we just let it get away from us by the end.
And just on Victor, it is simply a concussion. It's not any kind of bone stuff, because he got it right flush on the face.
Yeah, not that I know of. No, I think it's just pure concussion.
And Gus, with his late shot on Ben Hunt, do you think he's got anything to worry about there?
No, I don't think there was. I think it was late penalty. Around the chest. Shouldn't have happened, but I don't think there's. Yeah, not that I saw anyway.
How worried are you, Robbo? Like, obviously with the 50-point stat, a lot will be made of it. History there to be broken. Is it just round one? Any extra concerns that you're feeling right now, or how do you sort of?
No, I've been asked about that at different times, and like it's hard to explain. How excited you are about developing a team and watching these guys 3 debuts and play, and it's really disappointing, but. It's not a matter of happy or sad, or we've got to work hard, and this coaching's that you've got to make sure that you take it step by step, and I saw some things there that I liked, and we'll keep getting better as long as we keep our attitude where it needs to be, and we keep improving our smarts, and we keep belief in our team. So, I've been asked a bit about worried or, the challenge or whatever. That's the beauty of it. Let's go.
I remember in 2016, like you spoke, quite similar sentiment. What excites you the most about that challenge?
There's lots of different modes of coaching, and I've enjoyed it since we walked back in November. To work with these guys is a privilege, and it's just it's the building blocks of a team every single year is really exciting, and there's no different. You look at 50 odd points, and people are looking for happy, sad, angry, excited. That's not how it works. That's not how the process works. So, we'll get back in and review it and continue to get better.
Are you expecting that back next week?
No.
What is the issue?
He had an operation. We've had a couple of guys in hospital over the last couple of days in the forward pack, which has been really tough, outside of footy issues. So, we're missing those guys for a few weeks. But he's on the mend. They're both on the mend.
50 points, Madge. You can't ask for much more than that in round one, can you?
Oh, really happy for the players. Obviously, they put the work in throughout the pre-season, and I guess the harder you work, the rewards come. And fortunately for us tonight, they were able to capitalise on things that they've been practising. So it was nice to see the things that we've been working on come out and play.
When there's so many good things, like what stands out in the performance for you?
Just how hard they work for each other. I mean, there were times there where we were really under the pump, and just the energy, the effort that the players put in for each other. I think that was probably something from what I felt was a really highlight of the game. They just wanted to work for each other, and that says a lot about the connection of the players.
Did you practice last tackle crazy, entertaining footy all pre-season?
Really.
Or?
No, I'm learning about the players a lot. They definitely put a few decent tries on. But there's talent there, we know that. But you've got to earn the right to be able to do that, and I think the boys did that throughout what they did, and defensively they worked really hard. You can see the energy, and they're feeding off each other. That's something there that we've spoken about and we want to grow.
Payne Haas had 11 tackle busts. I don't think a Rooster forward had one, like he was all over them. Did you see that coming for him this year?
I obviously had a bit of time with Payne last year, so it's nice to see, he's an incredible human being, and I think the players really appreciate, obviously, what he can do, and tonight was a night where he got some rewards off the hard work that everyone did. I think the forward pack laid a fairly strong platform for them, and everyone worked hard defensively. So then Payne can do what he does, and it just brings out the best of each other.
Madge, what does it say about the team, considering everything that's happening back home, the fact you guys are flying out tonight, probably won't get home to about 4 a.m, and they come out and produce something like that?
Yeah, I mean, it says a lot about the players. I mean, one thing that I've sort of, since arriving at the club, there is a strong connection between the players, and they've experienced plenty. And for myself, being able to come in with a group that's, been together for a while, and gone through challenging times and things like that. Now, they've put their heads down and worked really hard, and it just says a lot about the group, of what they're willing to do for each other. I think that's something there that I've really learned about this team.
Bruno, what was it like to play with Benny Hunt in a premiership match?
Yeah, it was good. Everything I thought of be as a competitor. He's worked extremely hard on his craft, and that combination down the left edge there. And it's only going to get better. We've only had about a month together, if that. So it's exciting, and looking forward to building on that combination.
It was a pretty special try that he scored. There were a few special tries out there tonight, weren't there, Madge?
Yeah, well, I think the thing that for us is, we've got to go back to work and keep building the combinations. I mean, those things come off the work that they've done, but the combinations are going to continue to grow. So, I'm excited about that, but I'm probably more excited about how hard they're working for each other defensively, to be honest.
What do you think of the surface tonight, Madge?
I didn't really pay too much attention. Okay. It's a surface, and the players had to deal with that. So,
it's all right, Adam.
Yeah, both teams had to go through it. So, it was a bit soft underfoot, but it was pretty good for this time of year.
How important was it to start fast tonight, Madge? Because you've got a young group, confidence is a big thing.
getting off to a flyer like that, I can only imagine it does wonders for the confidence.
We've talked a lot about what we need to do. I think that's probably the thing that I take away from this one. You've got to start fast in any game. That's we're at the top level here, and we need to make sure we capitalise that. And there was a fair arm wrestle, to be honest, at the start of the game. We had to get stuck in, and you've got to grind away at things. And I think that's something there that, as a group, we can improve on. And we'll talk about that.
Reno, you're getting on a plane and flying back because of obviously the conditions. What's it like for the players to have their families up there and the uncertainty about what's coming?
It's sort of the unknown. I don't think too many people have been through a cyclone. So for us, it's about getting home as soon as possible, being with our loved ones and making sure that we're all okay. We're thinking of everyone through, that's going to be affected through the cyclone. It's not something that we want to go through, but it's important to bunker down, make sure everyone's okay, and just check on each other.
How do you handle today, like the lead up to the game, when you're obviously worried about your families? We check in on them early, and then obviously we've got 80 minutes to worry about out there. Everyone's doing fine back home at the moment. We had a job to do tonight for 80 minutes, and now we can turn our attention to getting back home and being with our families.